My name is DePalma, and my presentation is on artificial intelligence. Specifically, I'll be focusing on AI and college majors. This is because AI has the potential to eliminate a huge number of college majors, and students need to know which will be safe and which will be automated in order to succeed in the future. This has led to my research question: which college majors will be most impacted by AI? My mentor is Mr. Zacharina, a postdoctoral fellow at Harvard Business School. And so far, he has been invaluable in my research process. He has supplied me with numerous great articles, and he's been extremely helpful in validating my research methods. I would not be where I am in my research process without his help. So, for those of you who weren't here for my last presentation, it has already been proven that AI is having huge impacts on the labor market. Thousands upon thousands of jobs have already been automated by AI, and thousands more will suffer the exact same fate. However, the labor market and higher education are directly connected, and as jobs in the labor market get automated, so too will their corresponding majors get automated in higher education institutions. This line of reasoning is what led me to my research goal of determining which college majors will be most impacted by AI. Now, in order to conduct my research, I first compiled a spreadsheet that connected majors to the corresponding occupations to the occupations' corresponding tasks. Now, I was able to do this by combining a spreadsheet from the National Center of Educational Statistics, which mapped majors to their corresponding occupations, and a spreadsheet from the Department of Labor, which mapped occupations to their corresponding tasks. Essentially, what this allowed me to do is directly connect majors to the task level. Now, there was a study done by OpenAI titled GPTs Are GPTs by Alandu et al., and they calculated automation scores for every single task. I applied these automation scores to all of the tasks in my spreadsheet, and then I weighted them using importance ratings from the Department of Labor as well. Essentially, what this allowed me to do is calculate an occupational automation score for every single occupation. If an occupation had an automation score of 0.5 or greater, then it was flagged and deemed at risk of automation. If any major had 50% or more of its corresponding occupations as flagged, then the major too was flagged and deemed at risk of automation. This process is how I was able to determine which college majors would be most impacted by AI. Now, the results of my study were shocking. I found that 25% of the higher education programs in the United States are at risk of automation. That's 500 higher education programs. Now, what I mean by higher education programs are hyper-specific courses that fall under the broader category of majors. And the majors that these programs most commonly fell under: computer science, communications, business, mathematics, and a whole bunch of other white-collar majors. What this means is that students should not take any of these majors because they will most likely be automated and eliminated in the future, and students will be unable to obtain a job. Now, if you thought what I just said was bad, wait until you hear about what agentic AI can do. Instead of just automating singular tasks, agentic AI can automate entire task chains. Suddenly, everything just got a whole lot worse. And you can find out more by listening to my next year's presentation. Here are my sources. Thank you all for listening. Thank you.